and I'm really looking forward to present you today the sweet spot between ecology and economy. I'm just taking a look at the colleagues here. If everything is right, give me a thumb up. Everybody can hear me, a thumb up, nice. So I will start with our storyline. I started about 10 years ago by developing the first SUNNYBAG solar backpack. Since then, we have sold more than 120,000 units. And if you use, for example, it for only 1.5 hours per day, it generates more than 394 megawatt hours per year of solar energy, of green energy. And if you put this energy, for example, because it's a lot of energy, almost 400 megawatt hours, if you put this energy, tank it into a Tesla Model 3, so you charge this car, you can go from Earth to Moon 7 times. So it's a lot of green energy we produce globally with our solar charging backpacks, with our SUNNYBAG products. Our vision is very clear. We want to become the genre-defining brand worldwide, no matter if you're here in the streets of Las Vegas, like our country manager Colby here with the SUNNYBAG Iconic. If you're far away from a plug on the beach with the Explorer Plus backpack, or with our SUNNYBAG Iconic here in our beautiful hometown, Graz. Very important if you develop products is that you focus on lead user groups. We do it with different partners, for example, in Africa with Doctors Without Borders, or with Austrian Development Agency. And these lead users test your product in in areas where you have a lot of humidity, where you have a lot of heat, where you have extreme conditions. And this helps you to improve your products. Also, I want to point out that there's a lot of local support possibilities here in Graz, for example, like the Science Park Graz. And there are a lot of subsidies or Förderstellen, as we say in Austria, like in Austria, the FFG and the AWS, Austria Wirtschaftsservice, and in Steiermark, in Styria specifically, the Steirische Wirtschaftsförderung, the Styrian subsidy for economy. If you start your idea, your product, your innovation, your startup, think about press. We made some nice press pictures 10 years ago almost. So this was my hairstyle, my Corona hairstyle 10 years ago. And this led to a lot of articles in press, which is very important that people know you, that they know that your product, that they look up on your website, that they contact you. Join awards. Awards is very important as well. Like here on the right side, we won some nice awards in Germany and Austria, etc. Maybe join some shows, some TV shows, like we did it with 2 million, 2 minutes, or 2 minutes, 2 million, or Die Höhle der Löwen in Germany. And as you see here on the bottom line, I made a show. This graph shows you the peak we had after the show. So you get a lot of revenue, you get a lot of contacts, and it's very important that that you get a deal in the show, because they will cut it positive and it will be aired live if you have a deal, because it's all about the deal in the end of the day in these shows. Here a little bit about our e-commerce. So we have our platforms like Shopify and Amazon Prime. We do the invoicing over an app called Quaderno, and we do the shipment and the fulfillment over an app called Orderdesk. And my tip here is, let the bots do the work for you. So if you have a process that is doing the same job every day, don't have somebody doing the job, some from your team. Think about a bot who could do this completely automatically. And if we make like 5,000 euros per day, everything gets automated with this automation, and we can also do 50K per day easily without having any employer doing anything at all. Think about marketing and conversion tracking. So here we have I joined this live sales TV thing. Wasn't not the best idea for me at the beginning, but it was very interesting because they stream this live and they see how many order phone calls will be in your pitch, in your presentation, when you do the 15-minute presentation. And based on that, they decide what has a high conversion, what story that you told. This was here, for example, the peak I had when I showed the product and how the product specifically works and what are the specs of the product. And then you repeat this high converting information. And this is the rest of the 45 minutes when some 1 hour presentation goes live on TV. So I learned a lot here. And this is actually the same you do today when you try to sell a product online. You test different ads, you spread very, very thin, basically, in all different areas, shoot in all directions and see what you fit. And after, and it's very important that you track the conversion, that you see how many orders you will get specifically on the ad, and then you pick and choose the right ad and boost it with some additional budget. Some tricks here and some links that might be interesting is check the Facebook library, where you can search for ads of your competitors. And here on the right hand, some ideas how an ad has to be in 2020. So you start with a social proof, you get down to the content, you get down with one sentence to the ownership benefit. You have to use videos or pictures in square shaped. And underneath, again, we give a guarantee, we give a social proof, and once again, the ownership benefit. So this is what we do if we post something on social media in 2020. And how to sell hardware products in 2020. I highly recommend to think about Amazon FBA, fulfillment by Amazon. So shipping and selling over Amazon. There are a lot of platforms that you can use in order to boost your sales. I highly recommend, or we highly recommend, Helium 10, that shows behind the, or that enables you to look behind the curtain. So you can see how much sales and how much revenue your competitors do. And I also highly recommend to be a partner to your partners. So here we have partners in China, of course, they support us in the production for the battery packs. We invite them here, like in Salzburg, go out for a meeting, after the meeting for a nice dinner, show them around around Salzburg, also with a tourist guide who speaks Chinese. And this is very important, that you really build up relationships, same relationships you want to have as well. And on the right hand, we also do a lot of selfies on our booths. Of course, of Corona, there are not that many shows at the moment, but if we are at CES in Las Vegas, if we are at IFA in Berlin, we do a lot of selfies, and it gets higher conversions if you contact somebody who has been on your booth and gave you a business card when you send him an email, a follow-up email with a picture on it. So I highly recommend to do this as well. Last but not least, because I got only 10 minutes, some personal development tips or tricks. Let's start on the left side. The serotonin level is always in the morning on the highest point. So try to make meetings that are important before lunchtime in the morning, between 8 and 12, something like this. Because by time serotonin gets down, and if you have a meeting like now, it's 5 p.m. here in Graz, in Vienna, nobody cares that much. And it's always important, if you want to succeed, if you want to achieve something, make the meetings in the morning. Everybody really wants to reach a goal if the meeting is in a morning session. Do sports, watch some TED presentations. I always like to listen to Blinkist. So these are some short 10 to 15 minutes reviews, or not reviews, summaries of books, for example. Really high recommend this. And also try to go very vertical into a topic, like we do it here with Amazon, for example, on podcasts and maybe also YouTube. So these are some tips and tricks from my side. So I hope it was not boring at all. was just 10 minutes, and I look really forward to your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stefan, for your talk, for a very, very interesting talk. We have a few questions from the viewers. The first one, do you use responsibly sourced materials for your bags?
Responsibly sourced materials for the bags. Yes, I mean, we have some criteria. For example, the packaging boxes need to be out of recycled paper. We avoid plastic completely on the packaging boxes. It goes beyond that. We ship, for example, also CO2 neutral since last year.
Great, thanks. The next question is, do you actually produce in Austria?
No, we don't. We do not produce in Austria at the moment. We have a partner in Tyrol who is in the development or is building up a very large scale production of a thin film panel, of a solar panel that is produced in Tyrol, in nearby Wörgl or nearby Innsbruck. But it's not ready yet. The production is not ready yet, but as soon as it's ready, we will produce in Austria as well. At the moment, it is not possible, but we are working on it.
Perfect, thank you. And one more question from the audience. Have you tried using influencers on social media for social media marketing?
Yes, we did. We did tested influencers on Instagram, also on Facebook, and also on YouTube. And the best conversions we get at the moment is on YouTube. So our tip or trick here is search first on YouTube some YouTubers who tested similar products than yours. Contact them. There is the information field. If you go directly on their channel, mostly they have also an email address behind it, or you can type in a short message, contact them, offer them a sample for free, and they get it, they test it, and they normally put an affiliate link, an Amazon affiliate link underneath, and this drives your conversions. So if you go with influencers, I highly recommend today to use YouTubers who do reviews and these unboxing videos.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your presentation and all of your answers. It was really, really great. Right now, we're going to ask everybody to go either to the socializing tab and talk to our partners and startups, or explore other stages. And we'll be right back on the sustainability stage with the panel on sustainable food. Thank you so much, Stefan. We'll be right back.
Thank you.